Hello, Nikolai from Global Seafoods here. I'm going to show you how to make stuffed sea bass. We have Branzino. This is European sea bass. We're going to stuff it with some walnuts and pomegranate seeds and onions, and we're going to fry it up. This is going to be a Georgian style meal, not from the state of Georgia, but the country Georgia. Mm. Okay. With this sea bass, as you can see, the insides are cleaned out. Okay, it's gutted. It is whole, the head. We're not going to cut the head off. We're going to cook it whole the way it is, and we're just going to stuff the inside. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to salt the fish. We have all our ingredients here. Let's grab some tasty salty salt, and we're just going to cover the fish's skin with this salt. We're going to let it salt for a while. Make sure you wash your fish first, okay? We're just going to cover it a little bit there on the outside. Let it dry. You just want the skin to absorb some of this salt. Get it all over. Okay, we're going to flip it here. Get it. Oh, ouch. Be careful. Do not stab yourself with the gills that were sharp, that hurt. Remember, fish do have spines. You do not want to stab yourself with your food. All right, so now that we've put salt on the fish skin, we're going to let it sit here for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to go to the next step. Okay, so we're going to make our stuffing here. So what we're going to use is, we're going to use some crushed and grated walnuts, some chopped yellow onions, pomegranate seeds. We're going to use some cinnamon. We're going to use some cloves, and we're going to use some paprika. So first thing into the bowl, we're going to add about a cup of walnuts. Okay. Crushed and grated. We're going to add onions. Nice amount. We're going to mix it together. Okay. Then we're going to add pomegranate seeds. That should be good. If we make a mess, that's okay. As long as we clean the mess. Always clean up after yourself. Don't be the kind of chef that says, oh, chef doesn't clean, chef cleans. Okay? That is your responsibility. Don't put it on anybody else. Mix it up nicely. Get all that off my fingers. Next, we're going to take about a tablespoon of cinnamon. We're going to take a break to clean our hands. All right, so next, we've just cleaned our hands because we couldn't open this jar with dirty hands. We're going to take some cinnamon. We're going to get about a tablespoon in there. Okay? Close that off. We're going to take some cloves, about a tablespoon in there. Remember, this is not baking. You can eye it. You can adjust it. The fish is not going to all of a sudden not rise or not cook properly. Whoops. Just because you didn't add enough of some ingredient. And then we're going to add some paprika. A little more, about 2 tablespoons. That's not enough. There we go. So mix all of that together. Make sure it is well mixed into the stuffing. So we have our stuffing. Oh man, this dish is from the Caucasus, rather close to the Middle East. So with the scent and with the ingredients, you can tell that it has a little bit of relativity to Middle Eastern cooking. It definitely smells like it. Smells almost like a kebab. But this is from Georgia, the Caucasus. Okay, so we're going to take the stuffing and we're going to stuff our fish. Remember, this is not a turkey. You're not going to be able to stuff that much into it. So let's get this in there. Get that all inside. Nicely stuffed. Got the one. Got the two. Once again, don't get stabbed. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this one. We do want to close these at some point, so you do want to be careful of how much you put in there. And we got the third fish. Stuff this bad boy. So now that we have it stuffed, we're going to get some string and we're going to tie it together so that closes up. So we have some extra stuffing. Actually, we're going to put this also into the gills. We're going to put it into the head, get as much stuffing used as possible, because why waste it? Okay, I'm going to put some in there. I'm going to put some in here. We're going to get the fattiness of the fish into that stuffing. We got a bunch of extra stuffing laying on the cutting board here. I'm going to put that in there. All right. All right. So we're not going to try to make this like a suture like a doctor. We're just going to get a string, tie it tight, boom, around the fish. And we're going to do this with the whole fish for all of them until it is nicely tightened. Here we are. And we're going to keep going with that. All right, here we go. The fish is tied up. We've closed the cavity with the stuffing. We are now going to coat it with flour. All right, we have our unbleached all-purpose flour. We're just gonna coat it, okay? Gonna get a nice coat on there from all sides. There we go, gotta get the tail in there. That's this guy, he's ready to go into the fires of Mordor. Let's see the flour here for this guy. Really get him coated with some nice flour. He's ready to go. There we go. Got this side. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's fry them up. All right, we have our frying pan, our oil. We're gonna take our fish that's been breaded. There we go. We got the sizzling going. Another one on there. Add a third one. So we're gonna let it fry on one side. Once that side is nice and fried, we will flip it to the other side. All right, let's flip it over. Look how nice and golden it is on this side. Okay, flip over to the next one. Oops, lost that one a little bit. Still having trouble with it. There we go. Get them on this side all the way. And number 3 gets the flip. As you can see, we did cut the tails off. That way we could actually put a lid on this pan. Starting to cook very nicely inside there. And we're going to let it fry on that side. All right, it is ready to take off the fire. Turn off our vents so we can have some peace and quiet. Put it on our cutting board right there. Our beautiful wooden cutting board. You guys may not have smell-o-vision over there, but I can tell you it smells majestic. And here we are. We have our European sea bass de Branzino that has been stuffed with walnuts and pomegranates and onions, the Georgian style. So let's take these ropes, let's cut them up and get them off. Tightly. There we go. Get this rope off of him. This twine off so we can see the magic of the stuffing that we have created for this fish. Oh, just look at that. Look at the meat that's coming off. I'm going to try this. It's right here. Oop, we got a big freaking bone. Remember, kids, whole fish still has bones. So let's give this a try. Mmm. Very juicy. And the skin is very crispy. It goes very well with this fish. This is really fantastic. It's not strong flavor. It's just almost like trout as a flavor, like a rainbow trout. Lots of bones, but very tasty. Let's try to get to the stuffing here. Let's open, take off this rope here. Twine, not rope. Let's open her up. All that stuffing. So let's try it by itself. Wow, that is very interesting. It's very flavorful. Once again, it tastes like a kefta kebab. Okay, so let's take a little bit of the stuffing. Let's get some fish. Ah, there we go. Let's have it all together. Hmm. 10 out of 10 points, man. That's delicious. That's so good. It's honestly, as I said, it is like a kebab, kefta kebab, but fish. If you love kebab, you love shawarma, this is fantastic. Okay. Once again, the stuffing tastes like that kefta. You get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tartness from the pomegranate. The onions give a nice crunch, and the walnuts just fill it up, give you nice texture. And the fish is nice and flaky. The skin is crunchy. It is absolutely delicious. I highly suggest you try this recipe. If you like our content, hit like, hit follow. Hope to see you next time.